Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rick. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Hope you guys are having a good day. And today we need to talk about something that's honestly frustrating, embarrassing, but low-key kind of hilarious. And it just looks like it's an intentional move from Activision. And of course, I'm talking about how Call of Duty Activision is purposely killing Warzone. And the proof is staring us right in the face with what they are doing with the World Series of Warzone and even with the CDL this year. Now, let's make sure we make this very clear. This isn't just a bad decision or two. It's a pattern that we continue to see every single week. A one-day tournament on a Wednesday with no crowd, lowered match point rules, and just dog shit type experience is now what we are seeing for the World Series of Warzone in 2025. So I want to make sure that we break this down and talk about why the competitive side of Call of Duty is being driven straight into the ground, possibly even worse by Activision, and why I think it is done on purpose. If you guys could, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about in today's video, and let's get right into it. So let's start with the World Series of Warzone, ladies and gentlemen, which used to be one of the biggest moments of the year for competitive Warzone fans. It was an event where people could go to and watch their favorites Warzone Pro, or so-called Warzone Pro, even though some of them have been permanently banned in Call of Duty by the Ricochet anti-cheat, but you know, I digress. Oh, I love talking shit. Anyways, what you're currently looking at is last year's World Series of Warzone event. It is a whole ass experience, a multi-day event. Fans were in attendance, huge hype, huge arena, top tier broadcast, just felt like a legit esports moment. But this year, 2025, it's a fucking joke. The entire global final is now just one single day event. It's done on one day. And what makes it even better is it's not on a weekend when most people are free to watch. It's happening on a Wednesday. A fucking Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. What are we going to do on a Wednesday? Are we going to take off work to watch this World Series of Warzone event, which is only done on one day, to possibly play only fucking 4 matches? Is that what people are going to do? There's no live crowd. There's no tickets, no audience, no fucking hype. This is what we get for those competitive Warzone fans. It's fucking hilarious. What happened to celebrating those best Warzone players in the world? You know, all those players that have been accused of cheating, that have even been permanently banned. What happened to the energy, the hype, the atmosphere that made those tournaments matter? Oh my God, by doing this midweek with no audience, with a low effort fucking version of this event, it feels like they're not even trying anymore. It's almost like they want fewer people to watch. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And as if stripping it down to one day wasn't bad enough, they even lowered this match point threshold to the final, making it less matches to watch. For anyone who doesn't follow closely, the match point format is what gives tournaments that big dramatic finish. You know what I'm talking about? Last year, teams had to hit 150 points before they can win. This made things tense, strategic, and unfucking predictable. Now it's just 125 points. Why? There's literally no good reason that I could come up with. You know, if you're actually trying to take this serious and this tournament serious, you're rushing to the ending now. You're shortening the event even more, and you're removing the potential for comeback storylines to make it have some type of entertainment value to the person watching. All this does is cut down broadcast time, kill that hype, which is still not even there, and make the tournament feel even more forgettable. So now the question becomes, why? Why would Activision take one of their most viewed competitive events and strip it of all the things that made it great? This is where it gets a little dark in my opinion, because I think they are doing this on purpose. Think about what I'm going to say here and let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree. Ready for this? Warzone is hard to control competitively. You have a huge player pool with potential cheaters that we have seen this year and last year, and you even have people constantly exposing bugs or exploits. And it even makes it very fucking boring. If you guys are watching any of this stuff that goes on, they sit in buildings for the entire match. All they're doing is throwing smoke. It is so fucking boring, in my opinion. And it's also very unpredictable. And Activision doesn't like that. They'd rather funnel players towards skin and bundles than put effort into a legit esports scene. Now, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Warzone is a legit esports scene. I think they should put more focus on the CDL, but that's just me. But again, Warzone has a lot of viewers. Maybe if they actually took this serious, if they had more rules, if they made the gameplay a little quicker, whatever, it could make a very good entertainment value. But maybe they just figured, why would we invest in this? Let's just do the bare fucking minimum, check the box, and move on from this World Series of Warzone bullshit, because all it has made problems for us and for the community. But to the fans, especially those who actually care about competitive Warzone, this isn't just disappointing, it's a betrayal. And just to be clear, it's not just Warzone getting tossed aside this year, ladies and gentlemen. We all know Black Ops 6 has been nothing but a failure, but I want you guys to look at the CDL. The CDL this year, especially the major events, were fucking awful. I want you guys to look at this picture right here. This is a major event from last year's Call of Duty, MW3, okay? Look at the arena, look at the event, looks pretty damn good, right? A lot of people showing up, a lot of hype, a lot of good entertainment value for people watching at home. Look at last year's CDL COD Champs event. Insane. An amazing event, probably one of the best events that Call of Duty has had in a long time, if not ever. Now I want you guys, this is where it gets funny, to look at this year's major events. Look at the pictures of these arenas, of these tournament events. There is zero hype, absolutely none. And I want you to now look at the CDL COD Champs from this year in Canada, in some random ass place where no one's going to travel to. What the fuck are they doing? Sure, of course, some, CDL viewing events broke peak viewership numbers, but of course that's because of Optic Scumpy. Let's be fucking real. If Scump was not doing a little bit of a watch party for these events, nobody would watch this. Majority of people would not be watching this. If Optic was not in COD Champs, nobody would be watching this, okay? Just trust me. Because overall, the hype wasn't there. Less community energy, more technical issues, servers always drop, just a noticeable drop in total hours watched compared to last year. And we all know why, because Black Ops 6 is ass. A lot of fans didn't even care about most of the majors. They didn't care about the CDL COD Champs. The only time they cared about is if Optic or the LA Thieves were in it. Maybe FaZe a little bit, but let's be real. The league felt stale this year. The formats are getting predictable. The matches just weren't fun. The maps were so dog dick that nobody gave a fuck. And just like Warzone, it's clear the focus is on monetization of the game and what Activision can make the most money on over the competition side of this. Now zoom out for 1 second and let's look at the bigger picture here. We know that skins are most important than fixing bugs in the game to Activision. We know that bundles drop faster than fucking patch notes. We know that competitive events are becoming afterthoughts, and even the biggest stage like World Series of Warzone or COD Champs are being nerfed into irrelevance. What's left? Casual lobbies full of cheaters, rank play lobbies full of cheaters, battle passes and anime operators. That's what Call of Duty is now, okay? This isn't a competitive game anymore. It's not about one bad event. It's not about how, oh, this is going to be, a terrible World Series. No, this is a pattern we are seeing. It's Activision pushing competitive players, streamers, and fans out of the ecosystem, or at least telling them, you're not the fucking priority here. Not at all. And honestly, if you're a player grinding ranked or trying to go pro or trying to get yourself known in the competitive scene, what the fuck are you grinding for? What the fuck are you doing? A one-day no-crowd tournament on a weekday with barely any prestige? The fuck would you want to be a part of that for? Get your ass a job or do some content on this. Talk more shit about this. We need more creators calling this shit out because it's pathetic. It's a joke what they are doing, because I'm not going to lie to you guys. The CDL was some of the good stuff to watch this year, at least when it came to the content side. But unfortunately, that shit got boring after about one match because you knew who the hell was going to win before it even started. There was not as much competition this year. I think that has a lot to do with how boring this shit was. But look, Warzone's not dead. We all know that a lot of people are still playing Warzone. I'm not trying to say that here. But Activision is killing its potential on purpose. They had something special with World Series of Warzone last year, it looked like. I didn't watch it, but it seemed like a lot of people did. They had an audience that actually cared. Players who trained, streamed, and built communities around this competitive Warzone shit. All right? It's not for me, again, I'm saying this, but they built it. And instead of supporting that, they gutted the fuck out of it, man. And here we are with the Call of Duty League, the CDL. It's not that far behind. If they keep mailing it like this, if they keep doing this shit, it is going to take everything away from competitive Call of Duty. I'm telling you, if there was no Optic Scump in this Optic watch party, nobody would give a fuck about the CDL. We know this. Call of Duty deserves better. The Call of Duty community deserves better. The players deserve better. And the fans, the fuck? We need to stop pretending that this is okay. So I would love for you guys to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys agree with me, hit that like button, drop a comment. I would love to see you guys' thoughts and opinions. Let Activision know the fuck are they doing. Tell them straight up what needs to be done. Because damn, I know a lot of you guys can run this shit better than most of these people over there. I don't know what the hell is going on, but let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. I'm out this bitch. Peace out, everybody.